Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo.
And my name is Cole2K.
And today, we are talking about Survivor Series 2025 San Diego, which happened this past weekend. Am I the predictions champion? I don't even know anymore. Who's predictions champion?
I'm predictions champion. I'm Cole 2 Belts.
You're still Cole 2 Belts? Okay, so I'm trying to get it from you. That's what this is all about. I'm trying to get it from you. Forgive my lack of memory here, but December is like, I don't even know anymore. We're recording like 60 shows this month, something crazy like that, and so my brain, it's mush. I am definitely looking forward to our 2 weeks vacation. Although I say that now, but I'm gonna get like 2 days after Christmas and be like, I'm bored. Let's do shows.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. So
and I'll be like, new phone, who dis?
New phone, who dis? All right, let's get into it. Let's start with overall impressions, no match specifics. What do we think of the presentation of the show? All that kind of stuff.
The show was in an outside stadium.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people there.
Yeah,
and that's about it for me.
Yeah, they had the typical baseball entranceway, which, still reeks of saving money instead of making a good show. But, at the end of the day, does the stage make the show? No. But it also it's kind of a letdown every time you see that, because it's not what we grew up with. We grew up with crazy stages. Do you remember the Backlash stage from back in the Attitude Era where you had the giant hooks swinging in the entranceway? Like, yeah, that kind of crazy stuff. And now it's just, they come out of the bullpen. Okay, cool.
Although I did like that they did not have the shark cages.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I have some thoughts. Let's see what else. Oh, let's address the elephant in the room. Ad breaks during. Oh, fuck me. Ad breaks during a premium live event. Not one ad break, not 2 ad breaks, but 3 ad breaks that lasted no shorter than 4 minutes each on a premium live event.
Welcome to U.S. capitalism.
Like, go fuck yourselves. That is ridiculous. That is so stupid. It's bad enough for people outside of the United States who pay for Netflix. But for Americans who pay how much for ESPN Plus? $30, $40? And you're getting ads? That's absurd. That is so absurd. It was gross. I was so mad. Couldn't believe it. And then even when you get back from the ad breaks, they still do the celebrity checkout thing in the crowd. They still do, hey, the next
commercial
pay-per-view
for 2K25.
Yeah, 2K25 commercials, like the Saudi commercial. They still do all that crap. It's like, what are you guys doing? Like, seriously, like it's now for me reached the point of just absurd and stupid, and I hate it. And I just
printing money. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. But it's only going to last so long before people get pissed off and tired of it. So hopefully that's sooner rather than later, because good Lord, so egregious. I also commented during the show that while I like Wade Barrett on commentary, I think Cole does better commentary with Graves and Pat. So I was a little disappointed not to see Graves. Obviously Pat's not around right now, but was a little disappointed not to see Graves up there, or at least do like swap outs like they do in AEW, instead of having the same guys for all the matches. So that was a little disappointing.
I like Wade.
Yeah, I mean, I like him too, but for the big shows, I don't know. Graves just brings it for me. I like Graves. and Cole. I
Without
think,
getting too much in this match specifics. That's
yeah, I'm
it
trying
for
to
me.
avoid that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would say was that the advertising in general was egregious. I think at one point we counted, and there was no less than 9 company logos around the ring at one point. If you include the mat, the turnbuckles, the banners, the prime station, it was just everywhere. And I don't know why, but I don't mind it on the ring. But I hate the banners, like the barricades being changed during a match.
Yeah.
I don't want to see what was the one that I was asking about? I was like Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchard.
Yeah, I don't need to see an alcoholic beverage company advertising in the background. And I'm sure so many people would be like, well, if you go to an NHL game or you go to an NBA game, you're going to see that crap all over the place. And I'm like, well, good for them. WWE hasn't had it.
Cody has one on the side of his bus.
Yeah, Cody's got a bus that's a walking advertisement. I feel like he has to have like a stake in that company. He's got to have like shares or something for him to do that. Seems egregious. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think we can get into the match specifics at this point. So let's kick things off with the opening match, which I was correct about, was the Women's War Games. AJ Lee, Charlotte, Bliss, Rhea, Io versus Becky, Asuka, Kairi, Nia, and Legend. Let's give our rating. Ooh, my number's crisp. My number's crisp. Three.
Yep.
2. 1. Okay, we're not too far off. Not too far off.
All right. 5 for you and a 6 for me.
Yeah. Yes, thank you for reminding me to do that. Yeah, so let's go to the Bleach report, as we do. They gave it a B, which I think is definitely higher than what we gave it. Top moments, takeaways. Charlotte Flair honored 7-year-old fan Scarlett with new tribute gear. Jax drew from the San Diego Padres Vibrant City Connect color scheme, while Ripley's mask and gear nodded to the Terrifier horror film series. Yeah, Rhea's gear looks sick. Absolutely sick. If you got to wear a mask, that's the way to do it.
She had to wear a mask last Survivor Series too.
Isn't that weird? She broke her nose at the same time 2 years in a row. That's super strange. I wouldn't have known it was a Terrifier mask because I've never seen those movies.
I haven't either.
But it's still super cool. It looks sick on her, man. And then, props to Charlotte for the I assume Make-A-Wish kid thing.
Probably something like that. Yeah.
I think she has cancer or something like that. But there was a long name. Cole said it while I was on the show, but props to Charlotte for that. That was cool. Unfortunately, that did give away that she wasn't going to turn. Like I thought she might in this match. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Yeah, they're not going to have her turn when she's repping when she's repping a Make-A-Wish kid." Yeah. And then Nia Jax, I couldn't care less about. All right. Lash Legend entering last for the heels gave her a few spotlight moments that put her over as a dominant force of the future, despite her relative inexperience. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I was shocked when she came in last.
I was a little surprised by that too.
Yeah, but it's clear now why.
Had a good outing though.
Yeah, she had a great outing. She looked boss mode out there, man. She looked really good. On the other hand, though, her theme song is absolute trash.
Very bland. Very, very bland.
If you want to call it music, like it was just sound effects more than anything. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Io Sky's big spot never gets old, and for the sake of the match as a whole, it set up Lynch to get her comeuppance in grand fashion, all while Lee again getting the last laugh. So the spot was fine, but it didn't have the same impact that the first one did. And also it didn't hit quite. It didn't make sense. So she instead of doing the cross body with the trash can on, she did a front flip, I think.
Swanton, yeah.
Yeah, swanton, basically. The problem is when you do that, your coverage area is now much smaller. So she only hit Lash and Nia, but Kairi and Asuka went flying, even though they didn't get hit.
Well, it's like that spot where, everybody gathers up outside and someone does a moonsault from the top rope to the outside, and they all go down like bowling pins.
Yeah. The replay made me laugh because nothing hit either of them. I was like, okay, that wasn't great. There were pacing issues early, but Ripley's arrival brought a greater sense of urgency and invoked the biggest reaction of the match to that point. From there on, it was golden, with the right stars getting the spotlight and the right team going over. And this is probably where we start to disagree.
Well, first we can talk about Nia's awesome white gear. She came out looking good, right?
Sure. She looked like a snowman.
Yeah. Wow. That's rude. I think that's quite exactly what you said on Saturday night.
What? That she's a snowman?
No.
That I don't care about Nia whatsoever. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Dare you disrespect the good name of Nia Jax?
I will do that every time until she's gone. Can't stand the woman.
Oh.
Yeah. The match was fine. But it had no business being a War Games match, first of all. And we kind of...
No, it didn't. Of course not.
We kind of knew that going into it, right? We were like, this is just a bunch of people with different issues going at it for reasons. Because the PLE demands it.
Yeah, the PLE demands it.
And
it was the same thing last year, too.
Yeah, it was the same thing last year. It was like, this didn't need to be it. They should really just have one War Games match each year, and it be to the more deserving of the two. And then this could have been just a standard eliminations match. It didn't need to be a War Games match. It just didn't. And go ahead.
Or if you're going to have it, do like a brand supremacy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're going to have it at the same PLE every year, either make a good story for it, or just make it for brands Raw versus SmackDown.
I think my preference would be to just stop with the needing to have War Games at Survivor Series. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Because when we know Survivor Series is coming up and we get William Regal stepping in going, War Games! We're not surprised because it's Survivor Series. Now, if he did that before SummerSlam, or Bad Blood, then it would be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Or like last year when they did a Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood.
Yeah. It's like,
when after they did away with the Hell in a Cell PLE.
Exactly. Yeah, make it a surprise. Make it more interesting. Don't make it predictable. The entrance order was very strange. I think I didn't call any of them. Like Charlotte and Asuka started, I think.
I think that was just kind of like a continuation of the match from Friday.
Which made sense. But then who was second for... It was Io, right? Io came out?
It was Io and Becky.
Right, yeah. Becky came out super early. Yeah. And Rhea was last.
And then Kyrie. Yeah.
Why would you? I mean, my only assumption about Rhea being last is maybe they just didn't want to risk her face any further. But that's the only reason I can think of, because like she's one of your best. Why would you wait to put her out there? It's like, I don't know.
The anticipation, I guess.
I guess so. Also, the other thing that kind of annoyed me was like some of them brought weapons and some of them didn't. And I was like, okay, if the previous two people before you brought weapons and you don't, that makes you look kind of weird. You know?
I'm glad that not everybody did, though.
But I just feel like if you're going to do that, everyone should bring a different weapon. You know what I'm saying? But they had...
Isn't it just a big weapons match? If everybody brings their own weapon.
Yeah.
If everybody's got a weapon, then there's no... Then it's not special. I guess. I don't know.
I don't think it was special
but
anyway.
Not everybody had a weapon. No. Well...
That's the other problem.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. You said halfway through the match, no blood. That's weird.
And no blood the whole match.
No blood. I mean, they just don't want to have the women bleed in WWE, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I said it half jokingly because I knew there wouldn't be in the women's match.
But they need to start doing that. You know what I mean? Like, if it's all about equality.
This was 2 weeks after. This was 2 weeks after Blood and Guts when there was so much.
Yeah, that was a big problem.
Going from that to this
made this look like nothing.
Yeah,
I agree. And I didn't even watch Blood and Guts, but I had just watched Full Gear, and that had three pretty gnarly, bloody affairs. Yeah. So watching this, I was like, "This was War Games? Okay, sure." This literally could have been a Survivor Series elimination match, and it would have been the same. Like the cage didn't serve a purpose.
You'd rather watch this match with Nia Jax in it
than what?
Because you'd rather watch Nia Jax.
Rather than what?
Anything AEW.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I'll take most of AEW over Nia Jax. The finish was also... Yes, I am. The finish was also surprising. AJ tapping out Becky again.
Again?
Yeah, again.
But now AJ is going to go after Becky, and Becky's got nothing. She has no title.
Yeah.
Has nothing.
Yeah. So what's the plan? I guess we'll find out tonight on Raw, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I really hope they're not going to stretch this thing out until Mania, where we'll get AJ versus Becky. That would be annoying.
What are you going to have her in Saudi? Rumble?
Yeah, I'm thinking that makes the most sense.
2 months for that?
Or, I mean, they're not going to do it on a Saturday night's main event, I don't think. It's got too much built so far.
Supposed to do it a Saturday night's main event before Mania or before Rumble. But even still, that's 2 months away.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to stretch this to the Rumble. Or maybe they'll stretch to Mania. I mean, they could just both be in the Rumble match and then have, cost each other the win at the Rumble and then go to Mania.
Do it on a Raw in 2 weeks. Why not?
Who knows, man? But yeah, my biggest problem with this match, honestly, was just what were the stakes? There weren't any. One team won, one team lost.
In any of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not really even any teams. I mean, there's, I guess, EO and Rhea are a team-ish. Charlotte and Alexa are because they were the title holders.
Mm-hmm.
The Kabuki Warriors are a team because they have the titles, and I guess Nia and Lash are.
Yeah.
Even though they haven't had any matches together, so
You said you liked the fact that there was no shark cages. I didn't like that at all. I like seeing the interaction between the wrestlers on the stage. They can do so much with that. And instead, we just get like a Royal Rumble-esque kind of a thing. I don't know. I didn't like it. Bring the cages back, in my opinion.
I like it better than just watching them stand there watching the match.
Yeah, but they can have moments when the cage opens, like with the Roman and Punk thing. That was sick. When Roman was like, "No, you're not going out." Like that was awesome. That was a moment. Can't have that anymore. They're just, they're just forced to go out when their number is drawn. I guess they didn't even really explain that. So I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it used to be way back in the good old days that they had it all worked out beforehand.
They had it all worked out.
That's what commentary said. Yeah.
Whatever that means.
But then, commentary doesn't mention that,
No.
the strategy behind it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this match. It was fine. The highlights were pretty much just Lash Legend, honestly. Like, out of all the things that happened in this match, that's what I remember most is Lash Legend standing out when she came out, aside from her absolutely terrible theme song. And Io's move, but again, Io's move was kind of weird.
Yeah, to me, that's just like the Kofi spot in the Rumble now.
Yeah. If they're gonna have another War Games next year, they need to come up with something else. Come up with some stakes. Come up with a reason for it to happen that makes more sense. It was fine. How do we do in predictions? Oh, did you look up what cage match gave it?
Oh, no. Let's see.
I don't normally think about it because it's more of an AEW thing, but kind of curious.
Definitely is. Saturday. 5.17.
Ooh! Yikes!
Oh, wow.
5.17.
Yeah, 5.17. Just wait. All right. So for predictions, we both thought it was the babyfaces match to win.
There you go.
Me for 2, you for 1.
All right.
Oh. Yes, me for 2, you for 1.
Okay. They really only put 1 point on this match? Interesting.
First bonus question.
Yes, there were 3. This should be interesting.
What was going to be the first weapon used?
What was it? It was
when Io came out with her trash can lid.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We both picked the old reliable kendo stick.
Yeah. Speaking of that trash can lid, there was a nasty spot where I can't remember who hit who, but someone hit someone as they were coming down from the turnbuckle with the trash can lid, but they used the side of it. It looked nasty.
I remember that.
That looked nasty. Perfect. Yeah, that was a highlight for sure.
Next bonus was who was going to eat the loss, who was going to get pinned or submit and lose the match. And you had mentioned that it was Becky that she tapped out. I can't believe you didn't pick Nia because you are a hater, but you did pick Becky.
Yeah, Becky made the most sense to me. Unfortunately.
Except you're a hater person.
I am a Nia hater. This is true. I should have that tattooed on me.
And the 2-part third question. Who was going to be the last woman from each team to enter? It was Lash Legend and Rhea.
And Rhea, yeah.
I picked AJ and Becky. You picked Charlotte and Becky.
Nobody again.
So,
wow.
We both got a Nia Jax, a snowman. 00.
Wow. Crazy. All right. Let's move
we
on.
We got the winners and didn't do good on the bonus points.
No, not at all. All right. Let's move on to the second match of the night, which was John Cena versus Dom for the Intercontinental Championship. Let's do our rating.
Oh, our expectation bar for the last match.
Oh, yeah. The bar
was 7s.
Yeah,
7 for me, 7 for you. So
yeah, it definitely did not meet expectations.
Yeah, definitely fell below expectations.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Dom and Cena. Let's do our rating.
All right.
3.
Oh, shoot.
Nope.
I was putting a rating for you, too.
You will never know what I will rate this match until 3 seconds.
Probably
from
the
now.
Same as me.
Maybe. I feel like I might be lower.
Maybe.
We'll see. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow.
Or maybe I'm right.
Shocking. Okay. What cage match give it before I go to the Bleacher Report?
You want the? I'll just go ahead and say that it was the highest rated match of the night. 5.66.
What? Okay. I don't think we need to check cage match ever again. Clearly, it's AEW fans. Clearly. Good Lord.
Okay. Or maybe, just maybe, this show wasn't that good.
Like it 5 point what for this? Come on. That's absurd.
So for this,
yeah,
I mean,
that's absurd.
Well, I'm okay with saying it's the highest rated match of the show.
Yeah. Bleacher Report gave it a B. So even higher than us, I would say. Top moments and takeaways. Monster pop for Dirty Dom. That, coupled with all the media appearances he has made over the last week, reflects the idea WWE sees him as a star now and in the future. Cena shared a special moment at the top of the aisle with the cameraman Stu, whose son was running cable for his father. I didn't know that. That's cool.
I didn't know that either.
No, I think so. They had a kind of a pretty extensive conversation when he was on the ramp, but you could only hear parts of what Cena was saying, and you can't hear Stu.
Yeah.
So maybe someone picked up on something Cena said there. On a night when his match is as much about the guy he is sharing the ring with, it is no surprise that the Unseen 17 took a moment to focus on someone outside of himself in his last PLE appearance.
Yep.
John Cena sold for Roxanne Perez and Rodriguez, bumping for the Tejana Bomb and Pop Rocks before the official booted them from ringside. This wasn't the emotional red-hot match that their original battle in Boston was. This was still a sports entertainment-heavy bout that kept fans engaged and ended with a long-awaited return of Liv Morgan. So I think we're both going to agree on pretty much everything on this match, I suspect.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So from a wrestling match perspective, the first match was definitely better. This match was definitely more focused on the drama and the entertainment and the interference aspect. It was kind of like how WrestleMania 40 with Cody and Roman was, where it was less about the match and more about how we get there.
This was the sports entertainment
version. Yeah, this was definitely super sports entertainment heavy, which might be why it got a lower rating on Cage Match, because
could be, yeah.
AEW doesn't like that. AEW fans don't like that stuff. So
except when MJF does it.
Except when MJF does it, yeah. So let's talk about the good things. So amazing, legendary sell job by Dom after that, what looked like a screwed up Hurricanrana on the outside into a powerbomb kind of a thing.
That was just like what Penta did on Raw. Exactly.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see that.
That's exactly how Penta hurt his shoulder last week on Raw.
Interesting. So do you think that they planned that on purpose because of that? Because people would think, oh shit, and be reminded of it?
I think so.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I was convinced he was legit hurt. His selling was so good. His face was beat red. He was gripping that shoulder and looking in pain. The refs did their job. They looked legitimately concerned. Cena was the only one that gave me a little bit of like a I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not convinced that you believe that he's hurt. But
just because we know too much as fans.
Yeah.
When the ref called for the doctors, called for help to come down, and didn't throw up the X, that's when you know
it's a work. Even sometimes they do throw up the X and it's a work. It's tough, but they did a really good job. Props to them for.
Oh yeah. They did a really good job.
Yeah, I was convinced. I was like, this is a nightmare scenario for Cena.
I was too.
Oh my god, he's out there going, I cannot leave my last PLE match like this. That's what was going through my head. I'm like, no fucking way. What's he gonna do? I was like, he's gonna get on the microphone and be like, Triple H, you better send me a new fucking, opponent down here right now. I need someone to fight.
Just get him in here and roll me up.
Yeah.
So we can finish the match.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. So very, very good job on that front. I did not like at all the Roxanne interference. What a load of shit. Having her do pop rocks on Cena.
Yeah.
She weighs less than I do. And there's no way in hell that she would be able to do that to Cena. It was just too stupid. The Tejana Bomb, I was like, okay, sure. Rodriguez is a beast, but Roxanne? No, that was dumb. But then they got kicked out.
Yeah, it's definitely not a move that she can really just pull on anybody.
No,
No, John didn't kick out because the ref didn't count it, or the ref refused to count it.
Right. Yeah, I did like that part. Because I was like, oh, I didn't expect the ref to get pissed off and do something there. But then I was I don't know. Yeah, that was that was very temporary for me, because immediately my opinion changed and I was like, I hate this inconsistent ref bullshit. I hate when it's convenient for the story. Can't it just be consistent? But it was funny.
And then the whole Liv thing.
Right, the Liv thing.
When she came out.
Well, before even the Liv thing, Dom kicked out of an AA. Clean.
He did.
I was like, and then he did it a second time. And I was like, okay. Whoa. That was a message.
Well, he didn't, because
oh, right, because there was no ref.
John. Yeah, because there was no ref.
Yeah. But he kicked out of one. That's huge for someone like Dom.
Yep.
Right? That's a message that the back is sending, going, we're elevating this man. Whether
Dom's the guy.
He's the guy. I'm so afraid for him though, because when you look at him, he does not look at like a world champion to you. He doesn't look like a world champion to me. That's for sure. But but they might give it to him at some point.
He does more so than Ray. And Ray was.
Ray's built though. He's wide. He's short, but he's wide.
He's more wide now than he was before.
Yeah.
20 years ago when he won.
Dom's skinny mini, man. I don't know. I love Dom. Don't get me wrong. I'm just being critical for devil's advocate sake. But yeah, clearly they
You're just a hater.
Sure.
You are just a hater.
I like playing.
Dom hater and a Nia hater.
Who hater? And everyone
Dom
hater?
and Nia.
Oh, I love Dom. Dom's amazing. Nia can suck a dick though.
Well, I mean, you say that your ass is her face.
No. Oh my god.
Yes, you did.
No. I'm gonna deny that to the end of the universe.
Let's see. I might have to go find it.
Yeah. So yeah, Dom kicked out of an AA. Fantastic. But yes, Liv returned. Crazy. As she was coming down, I was like, there's no way she's healed already. She's just going to, distract Cena or something like that. But she gets in the fucking ring, slaps Dom, has like a group hug type moment with Cena, and then the look on her face.
Well, that's the Cena look when he turned on Cody.
Oh, I was applauding. I was like, that look, man. You nailed it, Liv. She just went from super happy to fucking psycho in just a split second. And then kicked him in the balls.
She's a woman. That's what women do.
Ooh. I might be the Nia hater, but I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna let you take that heat.
Stop me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah. And then Dom did the frog splash, and your new Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dom Mysterio. And Liv is back with Dom.
It'll be interesting to see what that dynamic is with Roxanne and Liv.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Judgment Day now.
Yeah. Liv looks great too, by the way. She looked great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was great. I think
why I gave it a 7. It was a little overbooked.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
With all the run-ins with
everyone.
With Roxanne and Raquel, with JD and Finn coming down.
It was literally 6-on-1.
It was just it was just a little overbooked with the end.
And also Finn
That's why I went from an 8 to a 7.
Yeah, and also Finn and JD looked like absolute chumps again. I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like they won the titles and then they really didn't do anything with them, and now they're back to being just complete chumps again. I'm like, what are you guys doing? But yeah, it was entertaining. I liked it. I don't think it was booked perfectly. Like you said, I think it was overproduced, overbooked. But it was fun for what it was. But I do think their first match was definitely the superior one. Even if it didn't have as many moments, I do think the first match was better. So yeah, congrats to Dom. All right, how do we do on predictions?
Well, We weren't sure exactly how it was going to go down, but we were both certain that Dom was going to get the title back. That he was going to win the match.
Does that say
Me for
goal?
3 and you for 4. I don't know what I was doing when I first started the C, but I didn't want to erase it, so I just went over it.
It was like a cull with one L. It's like dull.
I don't change it.
Bonuses. 1 bonus.
How many AAs? Was the question.
I think there were 3. I think.
1 to Dom that he kicked out.
1 to Dom that the ref didn't see. Oh, I didn't see those. Okay.
It was 1. But he got both.
Oh, right.
He did the double.
That's right. But there was another one because wasn't there?
Yeah, there was 2 to Dom and 1 to Finn/JD.
Didn't Dom take 3?
I think so.
I'll take your word for it. I could have sworn Dom took 3, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, we'll just go with 3
yep.
because we both picked it. Well, whether it was...
It's a wash either way.
Yeah, whether there was 4, whether there was 2, whether
that
there was 3.
That is so funny that we both picked 3 and it was right. That is so funny. Wow. Who knew?
Yep.
All right. Let's move on. Next up.
Our
expectations.
Bar.
The bar.
Expectation bar. We had 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had it both for 8.
Yeah, I'd say that's right. You know, just slightly under expectations. Just slightly.
Because the overbooking.
Yeah. Yeah. We needed more match to make up for that, I think. You know, it felt like most of it was the entertainment.
A little bit more like the last one they had.
Mm-hmm. I would have been okay with all of that interference if it was spread out more. You know, it felt like there was like 20% match, and then 70%, no, 80% weird craziness. You know. So, all right. Next up was the Women's World Championship. Vaquer defending against Nikki Bella. Let's do our rating.
Kind of have to go with this.
Oh, okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Not too far away. All right. Should I even bother asking what cage match gave it? Probably like a 3.
4.53.
Yeesh.
4.53.
Bleacher Report gave it a C. Not much in the moment. Not much in top moments and takeaways, but Nikki Bella appears far more comfortable now than she was when she was clearly shaken by Becky Lynch a few months back. For someone who is a crossover star and does not need pro wrestling, it's a testament to her that she has continued to work to regain her previous level of success. The women were also in an unenviable position, taking to the ring after the Cena Mysterio match and a big return from Morgan, but they turned in a quality bout. Bella was as strong in the ring as she was has been in her comeback, and Vaquer was her typical great self. The crowd was not initially into it, but it got there by the end. So I think we were all kind of expecting a train wreck here, and for me at least, I was kind of pleasantly surprised. that I was entertained and not consistently cringing the whole match. There was no real botches per se. The only one that really occurred was not horrible, but Nikki essentially took the Devil's Kiss badly. It was
kind
like
of flopping around like a fish.
Yeah, she couldn't get into the rhythm of it, and Vaquer had to consistently like shift her knees to keep her in it. But aside from that, and it wasn't like a total loss. Like, it still looked good, and the crowd liked it. But Nikki looked actually fairly decent in there. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you she's Io Sky or Rhea Ripley, but she did pretty good. I was not bored, and I was not, annoyed.
Probably would have been better if it was Nia Jax, though, right?
Do you want what's the Nia love? You trying to sleep with her? What's going on?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I heard she's available.
Hey, I am too.
I'm not.
Not for her.
Not for her. No.
Because you're a Nia hater.
Yep. This is true. This is still true. It's not going to change. But yeah, I enjoyed the match for what it was, and Vaquer won, unsurprisingly, and yeah,
it was pretty much what I expected. It was a little less than average. No, I mean, you're right. It was probably the best that Nikki has looked.
Yeah.
But she's still just in the big picture of the whole roster. She's just towards the bottom.
Yeah, she just doesn't need to be here. She just doesn't. There's no reason.
And I know I said it in the chat. It's been a nice run, but it's time for her to go back into retirement.
Yeah, I agree.
Pretty much.
Yeah, with the depth of the women's roster, there's just no reason for her to be here.
Now, if she wants to go over to SmackDown, she might fit in better over there because that roster over there is pretty dog shit.
Yeah, they're not doing anything over there.
No.
Is Gulia doing
that
anything?
Women's roster on SmackDown. Who?
Gulia?
No, she lost her title to Chelsea Green, and she's not been on TV since.
Okay. Well, how do we do in predictions?
Predictions. Well, you thought there might be a little chance that a heel Nikki might win, but luckily, I didn't have any problems with that at all. So we both got it right. Me 4, you 3.
Yep. We're going for a clean sweep.
4 matches on the card. Didn't know how long it was going to go. Over under 8.5 minutes. What it was going to be. When Stephanie hit her SVB, is that what it is? The SVB?
Yeah.
It used to be her finisher.
Yeah.
When she hit that.
The corkscrew.
She hit that at 8 minutes and 20 seconds. So if that would have been the finish, the match would have been right at 8.5 minutes.
Yeah, that should be her finisher.
It used to be.
Yeah.
But Nikki kicked out of that, and the match went a few more minutes. So it went over 8.5 minutes.
Okay.
The match was 12 minutes, 22 seconds.
Wow.
And we both picked the over.
Yeah, when there's only 4 matches, it's tough. But, like I said, I give Nikki props for doing as well as she did. It's kind of impressive.
Sure.
Yeah, that was it. Which leads us to expectations. The bar. How we do with
me
the bar?
4, you 3. Me 4, you 3.
Wow. So it makes sense. Like I said, it definitely beat expectations for me for sure. All right. Final match of the night was, of course, the men's.
Hold on. Hold on.
What? Okay. You gotta go pee? Oh.
No, we just had to have an ad break.
I get it. Well, you should have had 3 of those by now. Brutal.
It should have been 4 minutes.
Yeah, brutal. All right, last was the men's War Games match. Cody, Roman, Jay, Punk, Jimmy versus Lesnar, Braun, Logan, Reed, and Drew. Rating.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Wow. That might be the biggest discrepancy we've ever had. 5 points. Holy crumboli.
4 points.
No. 5. Right? Oh,
What did you give? 7?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, 4 points.
7 minus 3 is 4.
Yeah.
Bro.
My brain is cooked.
Yeah.
Beyond belief.
Mine was too after watching this.
Oh, God. All right. Cage match?
Ryan, that a cage match a 5.54.
Wow. Okay.
Don and John was 5.66. This was 5.54.
Wow. That's crazy. Cage match needs to get their head checked, I think. All right. Bleacher Report gave it a B.
Yeah, it should be lower.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, Bleacher Report gave it a B. Top moments takeaways. Breaker took a sickening doomsday device from Punk and Rose, landing directly on his head and neck. Yeah, we were all freaking out. We were all like,
yeah, that looked horrible.
How is he alive right now? Like, legitimately, everyone thought he was hurt. WWE commentary had to cover for Lesnar leaving the squared circle and not suffering a loss by forfeit. I don't think they really needed to cover for him because the match technically doesn't start until everyone's in the ring.
Yep. The match doesn't start till everyone's in the ring.
I panicked a little bit when I saw him leaving the cage. I'm like, Lesnar, listen, you need to know rules before you go in here, man. You only work twice a year. Pay attention. But then I was like, oh, wait. No, the match just doesn't technically start yet, so it's fine. He can leave.
Yep.
And it made for a really good way for him and Roman to have like a cool stare down and stuff like that. So it was cool.
Yeah. And some stuff outside the ring.
Yeah, and they had some stuff outside the ring, an F5 into the table. Yeah. The match was action-packed and had the fans into it, but this ultimately felt like the latest chapter in a rivalry more than the feud-ending encounter it should be. Nothing feels resolved. We now have the mystery of who is under the mask and weeks of Rollins tease and hints of another Reigns Rhodes match. What are they talking about? Weeks of Rollins teases and hints. Oh, and hints of another Reigns Rhodes match. I gotcha.
Yeah.
The creative team should consider doing away with War Games for the foreseeable future if there's not going to be a worthy feud or story to build around it. We already both kind of agree with
100%.
that. The match felt centered on 2 or 3 superstars with nothing else for the rest of the participants to do outside of bumping around. So obviously, you and I completely disagree on this match. I think this was definitely better than the women's match. We got blood. We got more weapon usage. We had a table. We had some great moments. We had better pops from the crowd. The only thing I was a little surprised about and why it only got a 7 for me was no one went up to the top. When I saw Logan in this
That's
match,
fine with me.
yeah, but like Logan, I was waiting for Logan to go up.
Logan and Cody went up top and just sat on the rails and punched each other.
Yeah, and that was it.
And that's it.
Yeah, I was like, out of all these guys, I expected Logan or the Usos to do some sort of dive off the top, and nothing happened. I was like, that's weird. What's going on with that?
I mean, that's fine with me. EO did it in their match, and that can be the only one to do it. That's fine with me.
I guess. But then why even bother having the War Games match at all? Like, what's the benefit of the cages if you're not going to use them? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the original War Games used to be closed cages with the lid.
Yeah, that lid.
With the top.
Yeah, it used to have a ceiling.
That's lid, yeah.
Yeah, War Games was like a Hell in a Cell with 2 rings, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, that was disappointing for me. I liked the ending. It seems to be pretty polarizing, though. Some people loved it, some people hated it. And I think you and I are on opposite ends of that spectrum. I thought it was cool.
I think maybe less the ending of the hooded guy coming in and more so just what happened afterwards, which was nothing.
I do agree with that. Absolutely.
I mean, no reveal. It was, and then after the match, it was, Roman, basically nobody looking like they were beat up.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
I mean, everybody was just standing around, not really selling any kind of injury or cage match or, anything, any kind of pain or hurt or anything. Nothing. Yeah. Not the heels, not the faces, nothing. And it's, Roman looking at Cody saying, that's the last time we team. Was it Roman helping Punk up or Punk helping Roman up? And then Roman not helping Cody up.
Roman helped Punk up.
Or shaking his hand or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Roman helped Punk up, and then Cody and Roman had a little bit of a stare down tiff for whatever reason.
And the Usos just standing in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what they were talking about in Bleacher Report, about how it seemed to center on 2 or 3 stars. And that does seem to be the gist. It seems like Braun, Punk, Roman, and Cody kind of got the spotlight, and everyone else was just kind of there for the sake of being there. Like, Drew was just an afterthought. Logan was a complete afterthought. Reed...
the whole match.
Yeah, Reed had some moments, but again, just kind of there. Jimmy was a complete and utter afterthought.
Yeah.
So, I agree. It had its problems, but I do think it was better than the women's match, which I think I gave a 6 to. No, would I give the women's match a 5? I was still entertained though. Like I found myself watching and enjoying. But I agree. The problem was less the match to me and more of the booking, because, like you said, there was no stakes, and we did get something. We got this mysterious hooded figure, but we didn't get any payoff to that because he just left. So we don't know who it is. People have their suspicions,
I don't have
but
too much of a problem with that.
Okay.
As long as they make that important
in the future, right?
Whether it's Raw tonight, next week, or whatever, that needs to be a big talking point.
I agree.
Rather than like when Lesnar came out and cost Cena the match against Sami Zayn in the Intercontinental Open or the U.S. Open Challenge, and you never heard anything about Cena and Lesnar again after that.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
I mean, that needs to be a story going forward. Yeah. There needs to be follow-up with that. And as of now, there hasn't been yet.
Yeah. and it doesn't seem
Hasn't
like
even
there's
been
going
mentioned.
to be. Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. So, I enjoyed what was there. The ending I liked, but not the aftermath. Yeah, I was expecting something with the aftermath, especially when they did the whole executive producers thing popping up on the screen,
Yeah.
and the copyright. I was like, okay, something's about to happen, and then nothing. And I was like, ugh. That falls flat, guys. That falls flat. Why? Like, I really would like to be in the boardroom, in the writer's room, when they're making these decisions to go like, so you think the end of the show should just be the masked guy comes in, acting like Rollins, but we all know it's not Rollins because he's out for 6 months, and leaves, and that's how the match
But that's the
ends.
thing. We don't know that for sure.
There's no way it's Rollins. There's no way.
Well, no, I don't think it is. But I mean, Rollins says he's out 6 months.
Yeah.
But he also said before that, when he faked the injury,
Yeah.
when he faked the knee, that he was going to be out. So, I mean,
this one seems legit, though.
Any kind of injury that he has. Oh, sure, it does. But,
plus, he gave up his title to do it, too. So,
right.
So it doesn't feel as likely that Seth's miracle healed and came back. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And the other thing that was a little weird about it was Braun seemed to be surprised about the figure. He was like, who the hell are you? Especially when he did the stomp. It was like who is this? So,
maybe they could play it off as no one knew but Paul.
Yeah, that was going to be what I was going to say. Right? Was like, yeah, maybe Paul invited him, whoever it is, and put him in there. But
again, make that part of the story.
Yeah, there's got to be some follow up there. Yeah,
follow up with that.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, the bad of it just so much outweighed any good that there was.
It's fair. Yeah, I still enjoyed it. I didn't have a problem with it. I did think they could do a lot better, though. The whole show, I think they could have done a lot better. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other highlights from this match. Punk and Cody bled. Braun kind of bled, but he had just like some sort of like cut underneath one of his eyes, which may have.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he got it pretty early. I'm wondering if it may have been from that bump that he took, like the Doomsday device. Like maybe he, I don't know. It didn't look like he was bleeding. It looked like almost like a blood vessel popped, like right here. Like it was tough to see. Yeah, I don't know.
Now so Monday last week, Cody had gotten beaten up in his bus, but we didn't see it. But when he fell out of the bus after Drew left, his face was bloody. So that's how he originally got his cut up, the cut that opened back up during the cage match.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I guess he did that not even on camera last week, which is really weird.
What? Bleeding on camera?
No, well, no, he when I don't know if you saw the segment. Cody was supposed to be coming to the ring, but he didn't come out, and they cut to the camera back to Cody's bus. Drew stepped out, and then like 5 seconds later, Cody was stumbling out with his face bleeding.
Right. Because
Drew was in the bus beating him up.
Right.
But I guess he really cut himself to make the beating, to sell the beating.
So it wasn't fake. So even though it was off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah. Weird, right?
And then that's what was opened up.
Yeah.
During the cage match.
Was a cut that he didn't have on screen. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. I get it. Yeah, it's a little weird. It is a little strange. Lesnar not bleeding was shocking to me. I was like, that's usually how they take him out of a match. Is like this. Is to have him bleed.
And how did they take him out? They took him out of the match. Roman speared him through a table while he was holding
Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, which did look nasty.
Yeah. So did the first German. That was it. The German, or was it F5 that he picks up Jay, and it looked like
it was the
he
German.
Deadlifted him.
Oh no, it wasn't the German. It was the belly to belly. Because I was scared shitless for that part of the match. I hate belly to bellies now. Ever since I saw Big E break his neck, and honestly, I was already kind of scared of that move because of Kurt Angle, and Lesnar. Because I think that's how Kurt Angle broke his neck one time. Was from a belly to belly from Lesnar.
Could be.
So,
and of course, Big E and Ridge.
Yeah, it's scary. Like, I don't know why that move isn't banned. That move should be banned. It's so bad. Especially like Lesnar, like, I get it, you're super powerful, all that kind of stuff, right? But like, even you at this age are having a little bit of difficulty belly to belly suplexing some of these guys, and some of them are looking like dangerous falls. Like Punk had a fall from belly to belly in this match where I was like, ooh. And Jay, like you said, Jay had a really bad one too. I was like, let's just go with Germans. Let's just go with Germans. Those are perfectly fine. Don't need to do belly to bellies. Yeah, that was scary. That was real scary.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, so where do we think everything's
Bronson
going?
Tsunami to everybody.
Yeah, that was cool. Tsunami!
That's when he first came out.
Yeah, he had a jumping tsunami. He doesn't normally jump, but he was like in the moment.
He couldn't really climb up behind, from outside the ring.
Yeah.
Like he normally does.
Yeah, he had to kind of do a side shuffle.
Yeah, you had to climb up inside and then jump.
Yep.
So he actually got air.
Yep. Yeah, everyone in the match looked good. I think no one looked bad. It just no one shined like Lash Legend did in her match.
Yeah. And nobody looked
super hurt,
beat up afterwards.
Yeah, I agree.
Not even super hurt. It's just not even beat up at all.
How long was this match compared to the other ones? Was this the longest match of the night, or I'm assuming one of the War Games matches was the longest.
This match was 39 minutes 25 seconds.
How long was the women's one?
Can't tell you.
Why? It didn't have it?
I can't tell you.
Oh,
you want me to do that bonus question now?
It's a bonus question. Okay. Fair. Was it long? Well, was it longer than the women's match?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, that's the bonus question. Okay.
Yes.
That's funny. Okay.
That was the overall bonus question.
Then we'll get to that later. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so where do we think everything's going? Where's the vision going now? They won. And now they have this masked figure that they have to figure out. Well,
I mean, if this is supposed to be an audition and a setup for how things might look for WrestleMania.
Which is what Paul said, right?
Which is what Paul said, yeah. Ron and Punk?
Did they even have much of an interaction, though?
Other than the finish? Other than Braun pinning the champion?
Oh, is that how it finished? Was Braun pinning Punk? I guess I completely forgot about that. Oh, yeah, he did.
After the stomp.
After
the guy left.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Braun ran the ropes like 3 times and then speared Punk and pinned him.
Right. Okay, yeah, I remember now, yeah. And then Cody and Rhodes.
Cody and Roman?
Cody and Roman.
Cody and Roman.
Yeah,
Cody and Roman.
They seem to be having a little tiff there, which is weird because neither of them is a heel. So if you're both faces, is one of you turning? Or is this just going to be it's a little strange.
And is that match any good without a title?
Well, Cody's got a title.
Oh yeah, Cody does have the title, unfortunately.
Yeah. So here's what I think is a little strange is that we are 2 PLEs away from WrestleMania, right?
3.
Very rarely do
Well, 2
champions...
and then Mania.
Yeah, 2 and then Mania, yeah. So very rarely do champions lose their title at the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber, right? Very rarely. Very, very rarely. So are we going to see 2 faces defend their titles at Mania? That would be weird, right? So you got to think that at least Cody or Punk are going to lose their title soon. You have to assume, right?
Hope so.
Because they never... can you think of a WrestleMania where a face didn't go after one of the titles at Mania? Like, it doesn't happen. Every WrestleMania, there is a face going after a heel champion. Every single one. So... Well,
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
so one of them's got to lose soon, right? Unless they're just gonna do something different and have a heel win the Royal Rumble to go to face one of the face champions. I guess like that doesn't sound as compelling to me of a WrestleMania card having 2 face champions, you know, or one of them's
Right.
going to turn heel, but that seems highly unlikely. Because the 2 champions right now are like the 2 biggest faces in the company. So, I don't know.
And Punk's always kind of a tweener, but
He is. And he could, on a dime, change into a heel, but nobody wants to boo him anymore.
no.
You know, and we're not quite at the point where people want to boo Cody either, unfortunately. That will come, but I don't think we're there yet either. So, what's the plan? Like, if this is supposed to set up Mania, we've got Braun versus Punk. So we've got a heel trying to take a championship away from a face. And we've got Roman Cody 2? Or I guess Roman Cody 3?
3.
Really?
Yeah.
That. Those 2 matches doesn't thrill me for WrestleMania. You know?
No.
I'm hoping one of these gets out of the way beforehand.
I know which one I'd say, Cody.
Yeah. The problem is, do we really want Roman as champion right now?
Sure, why not? Better than Cody.
But I'm trying to think of another time where a face lost to a face to transfer a championship. Can you think of any?
I can't think of any.
Right? So is Roman turning heel? I mean, they're kind of been teasing some animosity there, but like, Roman is a heel? Again? No one wants to boo him.
And that's the thing. He's not doing anything different than he was.
Right.
When he was, quote, a heel.
Yeah. So no one's going to want to boo him. So, I mean, the only thing I can think of is that we get Roman Cody at like the Royal Rumble, let's say, right? And Cody does turn heel. Maybe? I don't know. I just
Cody loses before. Cody loses before. But I don't know to who. There's no challengers for him.
right? And transferring it to Roman doesn't solve the problem of having 2 face champions at WrestleMania. So like, I don't know, something fishy. Something fishy.
Yeah.
And then Usos, no idea. Drew, lost in the shuffle as always.
Yep.
Logan, who knows? Who cares? And then Lesnar, he's.
I mean, he can come in and just interrupt somebody's promo,
Yeah, that's what he does.
and people will boo him, and that's fine.
Yeah.
because that's good enough for him.
I think we're approaching the same time last year where we started to make predictions for WrestleMania. Like what? Remember we did it last year. We did like what do we think the WrestleMania card's going to shape out to be?
Oh yeah,
yeah. So we got to do that soon because I think we did it before the Rumble. I think that was the idea.
Yeah, that was a first of the year thing.
Yeah, yeah. So that might have to be our first wrestling run in of 2026. Yeah, and then Lesnar, he's just going to disappear until Royal Rumble. He'll be back at Rumble for the Saudi paycheck.
Oh yeah, and then Femi can come out and eliminate him.
Oh, I hope so.
He can set up his match with Gunther.
Although I heard Obafemi showed up again in NXT. Is that true?
Yes, he is trying to go back for his title that he lost.
So he takes all that time off and then he comes back in an underwhelming fashion. Okay.
But he came back looking more jacked.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He did.
Well, yeah. we have NXT deadline soon, so I'll be able to see what
he trimmed up and he looked jacked.
Cool.
That's this weekend, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, yes it is. So we'll be doing predictions. All right, let's get to speaking of predictions. Segue. Let's get to predictions. How did we do? How do we fare? How are we?
Well, just like the three other matches, we both thought together that the heels were going to win. Me for one and you for two.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what that means? That means for the first time in Wrestling Renaissance history, not only did one of us have a clean sweep, but both of us had a clean sweep. We both had a perfect score. Wow. Now,
so you know what else that means?
It's only 4 matches, but let's give it.
Comes down
to all the bonus points. Exactly.
Again,
we were completely tied, so it's all bonus points. And I'm not doing too well. I don't think.
Good thing that we came up with the bonus point idea.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd not be champion. I got to beat you.
So, first bonus question: how many people bleed?
Well, if you don't count Braun, there was only 2.
So you had Cody and you had Punk.
Yeah.
And they both dried up seemingly pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah.
Cody's makes sense, though, because it was just an opening of his old wound. So that probably clotted pretty quickly. Punk's must have just been not a deep cut.
Well, that and he doesn't have to. They don't have to cut way too deep like AEW does.
Yeah.
They do it on WWE. They just cut way really deep.
Yeah.
So you had 2
buckets of blood. Oh,
I said 2. You said 3.
God damn it, Braun! Why couldn't you bleed more? You son of a bitch!
Because it was incidental.
Yeah, it wasn't on purpose. That's for sure.
And that was the stipulation that you added.
Yeah, needed to be on purpose. And clear as day.
Over under 3.5 weapons used.
Let's see, there was a table. There was a chair. There was
brass knucks.
The 3D printed brass knucks. And there was no chain. I don't think there was a kendo stick.
That's all I remember. That's all I made notes of.
Yeah, I think there was only... That's sad. The women had more.
Not even a prime bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, the women definitely had more because they had... Oh, maybe not. The women had kendo sticks, a steel chair, and a chain. So I think both matches only had 3.
And trash can.
Oh, yeah. So the women had more weapons than the men.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
The over under 3.5.
Yeah.
The under hit. We both picked the over.
Okay.
Okay. Third question, 2 parts. Who were the fourth entrants for each team?
I think it was Jay and Reed.
Bronson.
Yeah, Jay and Reed.
I said Brock and Roman. They were the fifth. And you said Roman and Bronson.
That's crazy.
So you got one.
Woo.
What? Yes. Okay.
Time for the tally, I think.
Tally or the bonus?
Oh, right. There was the bonus. Yeah. That was the match length, right?
Yes. The question was, who had the longer War Games match, men or the women? I said the men's War Game match was 39 minutes, 25 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Women's match, 40 minutes, 50 seconds.
Oh, so close.
So a minute and a half longer. The women's was.
Mm-hmm. You know why?
You guessed the women, I guessed the men.
You know why I guess the women? Because WWE has historically had a problem with having enough time for their main events. So I'm like, if the women's match is going on first, it's probably going to have more time than the men's. I didn't think it would be that close though. That's crazy.
A minute and a half. So we'll do the
it's gonna be close.
Ratings first. So ratings.
While he's averaging those out, ladies and gentlemen, remember you can email us at co.op.podcast@gmail.com. And join the Co-op Club Discord community server.
Like the video.
Like the video. Link is in the description. Come talk to us.
Subscribe.
Have fun.
Like.
All that stuff.
Turn on notifications.
Yep.
All right, ratings. Ready?
Ready. My body is
It
ready.
was bad. It was bad.
Wow.
5 for me, 6.25 for you.
Wow, yeah. I definitely enjoyed it more. You
I can't believe you rated that high.
You thought it was worse than Full Gear. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
There's more good about Full Gear than Survivor Series. Yes.
Crazy. Oh. All right, moment has come.
Let me get my title ready. But have I? Or have you?
I have no idea. I legitimately have no idea. I'm like, there were so many bonus questions that I have no idea who won. You know, and a lot of them we got zeros on, so it's coming down to the wire.
All right. So like you said, we both got the match questions, so that accounts for 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
So of the points that we got, 10 of those were because of match predictions. Came down to the bonus questions. Your winner and new, once again, predictions champion.
Where'd my belt go? Hold on. Had to do a
This
little.
is not cool.
Had to do a little dance there. By
This
2
is
points.
not cool. You son of a bitch.
Back on top, baby.
Now, if the men's match would have been longer, I would have won.
You would have been a
Because it would
tie.
have been 14-14.
Yep.
Yeah.
That close. Logic prevailed. Prevailed. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Wrestling Renaissance Survivor Series San Diego results reaction review. Remember, if you want to follow me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky. You don't really use social media, do you?
Me? Yeah, sure, somewhat.
You don't really post. You more just kind of observe. Is that more?
I observe and comment. Yeah.
Observe and comment. Okay.
Dynamite Call 2K.
On BlueSky and X.
On BlueSky and X. Yes.
co.op.podcast@gmail.com if you want to email us. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server where myself, Cult2K, Sim31, and so many others are talking about wrestling, gaming, and more. And if you're so inclined, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us a few bucks to help support the channel.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes, sir.
Take a sec.
Oh, that wraps up our review of a downright rough and ugly Survivor Series War Games. The show was all over the place. The finishes were questionable at best, and that hooded figure in the men's match looked like they wandered in from a completely different pay-per-view. But hey, chaos is apparently TJ's natural habitat, because he somehow walked out of this mess with the Predictions Championship back around his waist. Congrats, champ. Enjoy the view from the top while you can. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep the Renaissance alive.